microphone on. There you go. Let's see. Um, I gotta figure out how this works too. Dang. Okay, where are we at? Oh, I need to do this. I need to figure out how to do this automatically. Reload. No, it's not it. Remove. Uh, dip. I change it. Chemistry. I tell you what. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Change goal on Twitch. Change a goal. Twitch creator dashboard stream. Creator dashboard stream. Camp KP stream together. Settings. Stream settings. Nope, that's not it. Moderation settings. Viewer rewards. Drops rewards. Stream together. Streaming tools. Am I completely missing something here? What up? What's going on? Chael. All right, man. That's oh, manage goals. So I'm trying to set up my dual stream. I'm new. The plus button. That seems close out. Manage goals. There we go. Where's that at? Oh man. Okay. Automatically double goal up. I'm learning. Oh, start a new goal. I see. I see. All right, is that on? Hey, Mike, who likes cheese, Harry? What up, A to the J to the L? What's up, Kahora? Thank you, girl. All right, I got it set up. I had to update my goal on Twitch. All right, cool. We made it happen. All right, thank you, Kahora. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, where are we going now? Let me make sure I got this set up right. That doesn't look right. That's not it. Oh, that's not okay. Taking the temperature. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Got that. Got that. Room. Okay, that works. That works. That works. Oh, there we go. Let's make it a little bigger. That's fine. Hey, hey. Thank you. Play real quick, Kahora. Make sure I got make sure that hold on, two things. I gotta make sure. I'm gonna play something real quick. Make sure you can hear it for me, if you would be so kind.
Get ready with me while I tell you.
All right, could you hear me? All right, hopefully. Okay, then we should be good to go. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, all right. All right. Let's see, where was I now? Life. What up, Dean? What's going on, my brethren? Welcome. All right, let me see. Make sure. Bam, bam. What's up, playa? What's up? Okay, it works. All right. There we go. All right. Okay, now we're good to go for the rest of the night. Looks like. God, I need a new 8K for my new GigaChad PC. What are you building? What do you let's see? Let me do this. Bam, 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 bam. Make sure this works. Bam, bam. That needs to lock. Goal lock. Room. Russia, but look Asian. Okay, let's check that out.
Things that happen to me because I look Asian, but I'm from Russia. So I'm from Buryatia, it's a republic in Russia. Everywhere I go, people think I'm Chinese or Korean. Like this one time in Taiwan, immigration literally called to my university to make sure I am actually from Russia because they didn't believe my Russian passport.
No, no, lady. No, it absolutely does not work as intended in most cases, especially the really cheap stuff. Absolutely not. You want to change your life? Bidet. You get one of these, and if you've already got an existing toilet, you can add one like this for cheap onto your just under your existing toilet seat. It'll change your life. The one I got has a dryer. It's got feminine wash and everyone wash. They'll change your life. They'll change your life. Let's just say that you won't need to shower every day, especially like if you're like, yeah, toilet paper is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. You're just smearing stuff. That's all you're doing. There's no such thing as dingleberries anymore. It's absolutely disgusting. Yes, yes. And they're cheap. They're cheap. Like this one here, and this one doesn't have this one is just cold water. I mean, if you have an extra $50, you can go up to the one that where you can blend the water. Mine's I got it as a gift, oddly enough, and you can adjust temperature and it can remember your temperature. It's got a tank in it that runs the warm water through the seat, so the seat's always warm. It's freaking awesome. Toilet paper is awful, awful. I said dingleberry. All right, let's see. Where's the price at for this? I'm saying, okay, let's say we'll do this. We'll do this. Adapter. Okay, hold on. No, let's do back around images. We'll just do this. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right. Let's find one that connects to a toilet seat. This is just cold. It's $39. $39 for the average regular bidet. But if you want one that's actually heats the seat, heated. All right. So it can start at like $109. Okay, here's a super power one that's $300, but that's crazy. You don't need anywhere that. Here, let go. Endless warm, $125. Elongated seat, heated seat, vortex wash, dual front and rear, and it's got like a freaking super controller on there. So you got a remote control. You can steer it. It's freaking crazy. What up, Evan? Who wants paper in their butt? Nobody. Right? Absolutely. Yes, that's what I have. That's what I have. I have a Toto toilet with it's not made by the toilet is made by Toto, but this adapter that goes onto it, and yeah, and it's got a tank across the back. It's got a tank. Here you go, $119. So it's a bidet toilet seat, heated dryer, heated water. It's got, and right along the back is where a tank is. It fills full of water, so it doesn't need water from your hot water tank, hot water heat or water heater. It doesn't. It's got one built on, and it just runs that water slowly through the seat to keep the seat warm. It's absolutely amazing. How are you? I'm doing good. It's Toto, Toto. Okay, and these are like $280, $300. But yeah, they got tanks across the back. But these are luxury. You can spend like $100 and get it to Tata. Yeah, but yeah, absolutely, 100%, 100%. Change your life. Change your life. You'll use like two squares of toilet paper to just make sure everything's dry on the way out, and that's it. I've been watching a bit. Thank you, Evan. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I think it's time to have some anti brain rot going on. A lot of things are so overstimulating, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. I appreciate you, Evan, brother. Yeah. So two things. If you get $300 that you would gamble away or do something with, buy a bidet and an ODB2 Bluetooth ODB. That if you have a car that you plug in, whenever your check engine light comes on, it'll tell you what the problem is. I guarantee you'll save a few $1,000s in the first year if you've got an older car. Every time, yeah. Most people get ripped off from most mechanics, I would say, especially corporate mechanics. Absolutely. Just I think this is my third day, Evan. This is my third day. I've had the account for a while, but someone requested. I just got monetized and everything through YouTube in late December, early January, and then they said, "Hey, have you considered continuing streaming on Twitch?" And that was yesterday or the day before. So then yesterday, Yesterday, I started my full day of streaming. I think it was yesterday. Your content and consistencies are strong with a more polished visual identity. This channel would look even more professional. My brethren, I tell you what, I agree, and I like it. I really, my brother streamed on Twitch gaming content last year. We both worked in the movie industry, so when we're down, we have downtime between jobs. Uh, you know, so I started streaming on YouTube, and then I appreciate that, my friend. And I think people are so divided, and some logic to come into play. What would be helpful? What up, cheese? Veganism, unless you're growing your own food, it's a horrible idea. It's an absolute horrible idea. I grow a lot of my own food, and I'm not a vegan. My sister was a vegan for a lot of years a while ago, and she the fake proteins and the that they sell, a lot of the soy protein doesn't absorb. So you think you're taking protein powder, but it doesn't absorb. So she ended up passing out. She fainted, and when she had her blood work done, she had very very low. I don't know if it was called protein enzymes or whatever it was. So she had to start eating fish to get enough protein to not pass out. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's open topic. Open topic. Kolzu. Oh, jeez. Kolzu. Open topic. Whatever you'd like to talk about. What up? Welcome back. Welcome back, Beat. Yeah, open topic. Basically, I was I ended up learning a whole lot in life, and I figured I would either whatever I don't know, I would allow people to help me learn in my memory, in my education gaps, and anything I know, I can help share with anybody. And we can also tell fart jokes and do some gaming. Transgenderism. So I'm 49. When I was 13, 15, my mother worked with a transgender back then, a transgender woman, man going to transitioning to a woman, and there was no issues with that. Not in my family, not with anything. That hasn't. It's always been a thing, but it's never been an issue until recently. And it's like I've grown up with it, and it's not like it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't pressed. And I grew up in Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. And so it wasn't super liberal or super conservative. It was like a 50-50 split. And no one cared until we were told about everything. And look, I worked in the movie industry. I've worked in propaganda. I know how it works. It's crazy shit. People make more of a problem than it was. Listen, nobody my mother worked, my mother and my father worked for Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory, and there was transgender people working in the Applied Physics Laboratory, and no one cared. So I have a very hard time believing that it's not the loud. What do you think will be the future of AI? AI will. I'm going to tell you what I think will happen. I think AI will completely overtake music and movies for a moment, and then people will be so tired of not knowing what's real and what's human. Like people like humans. People like to see MMA players box and fight. And because they know that these people had to train for that and we didn't train for that and we would get destroyed in there. They like to see may the best man win, may the best woman win. AI takes all of that away. We want to see somebody forget a line. We want to see a guitar string break. We want to see whatever, anything like that that makes that viewing special. That's what live performances used to be about. So I think we're going to go right back to like a Shakespeare type time where people will want to see humans on stage acting, and because so they know they're humans, they can see them there. They if they burp in the middle of a line, then oh my god, do you remember in freaking in 2026 when that's what they're going to want. That's what I think, and I think the same thing's going to happen with music. Live music is going to become big again in the future, and I think live theater is going to be big again too. I've watched a little bit of Breaking Bad, my friend. To be fair, this is no non-pro setup. It's non-pro. That's all I got. That's all I got. Say about abortion. Okay, so I agree with terminating a pregnancy when the mother's life is in danger. I do not agree with abortion for birth control. And I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't think it's a great idea. And I'm not just talking about for the death of the baby. I've worked in the movie industry for 15 years, and it was par for the course. And these women that have gone through that, they may have been crazy or upset or mentally unstable beforehand, but if they weren't, they definitely were afterwards. I honestly think the way that our bodies are set up, when you have sex and get pregnant, your body is expecting to have a baby. The way your hormones are set up, it's expecting it to go through birth. It's expecting it to have the placenta detach and all that. And that doesn't happen when you terminate a pregnancy. And I don't think medically we know how to handle that. I think we're throwing these things out and not understanding what it's really doing to women. And the thing is, you're called a misogynist for trying to help women stay out of women's. And I think we're on the wrong course with it. Everyone wants to be a movie star, but I like those non-pro setups like Jimmy Kimmel. We do it live. Do you think AI could become conscious? I do not. I think it can fake it really well. I think it can fake it really well at this point in time. Possibly very close to it. The thing is, we think each other when we talk to each other, we think there's someone conscious behind those eyes because of facial features, of smells, but we've gotten so far of that from streaming and texting to each other for the past 20 or some odd years. So when your girlfriend texts you and says I love you, you hear her voice, you say it's not just I love you, and that can be created. It's what you would consider like a zombie. They can walk like humans, they can eat like humans, but they're not humans. I think that's always going to be a thing, and we will be able to be tricked. I think people are going to be tired of not knowing if they're being tricked. What if it was the R word? Which one? Oh yeah, no, I agree. I agree. No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't listen. I'm talking about for people that use it as contraception, so to speak, as birth control. Like people that absolutely don't want. Listen, bad behavior has to be called out on everybody. Can you tell the story of how you came out as gay trying to help my son? Do you agree? Ever since social media existed, the world has changed. As I absolutely agree. This is the thing about trauma and there's a bit we'll get really serious right now. People are liars. People are liars very, very often. The problem with that I think with the R word is that there are men and women who will lie to destroy someone's reputation. There's men and women that will lie to get what they want, to get power, to get pity. And the problem is women especially need to start calling the police when it happens every time, not going to social media right away. Go to the cops first, then social media, not social media first, because no one is believing this stuff. And then then everything goes bad. The law has to be applied equally across the board. Men, women, Christian, secular, Jewish, Muslim, all, everything. So many people, especially in politics, they just lie, you know? Absolutely. Help your son, brother. I'm not gay. I can't help you, my friend. Ask your boyfriend. Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh, I broke something. Failed to insert. Reload. Oh, there we go. All right. Uh, would you say one of the big reasons for being against abortion is because the women should not be? Hold on. Would you say one of the reasons for being against abortion is because the woman should be responsible for getting pregnant? I'm not going to take it two people. No, no, no. Listen, I'm not talking about any of that. Like whose responsibility it is. Listen, if you personal responsibility is huge, is so huge. It's so huge. The problem is you should make it available and very strictly regulated. You can't let people go out. Listen, people lie and they lie and they lie and they lie. The problem is it can't be just a regular option like going to Starbucks. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with just like people that promote it like it's a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not kick ass. That hey, oh well, I got freaking hammered last night and I laid it. It's no, it's not a kick ass thing. It's just not kick ass. Thank you, James. Yeah, ask Hekahora is gay. How do you find out? Somebody get rid of this guy. Oh, I got him. Hold on. Okay, my apologies. Okay, Shadow Realm. Yeah, yeah, it's really that easy. These things aren't as complicated as they sound. It's a business. It's an absolute business. People make millions of dollars off of it, and and I don't believe the media. I've worked for them. I don't believe them at all. They lie. They lie. They lie. They lie. They lie. The problem is it's I don't think people understand how bad it is for the lady. I don't think they understand and I don't think they care. Just because some ladies talk about how awesome it is for four ladies doesn't mean the other tens of thousands of ladies have a good experience. So it's just like roller coasters. Some people get sick on them. Most people don't, you know? But so should we get rid of roller coasters? I don't think we should get rid of roller coasters for the people that get sick on them. But I absolutely don't think it should be something. I don't think we should even be talking about it. And I tell you what, I'll go to the Republicans for a side here. I think the states should handle it. Absolutely. I absolutely think the states should handle it. I call them cosmetic abortions. The circumstance to save another mother's life must be a serious decision for the mother and doctor to make. I agree. It becomes a socially accepted birth control. Yeah, yeah. It's really it's not that complicated. But the problem is with influencers is they get paid by industries that support things because the industries make money. So you get people that get out there. It would change everything. No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, performative bullshit. I'm tired of the Republicans. I'm tired of the Democrats. I'm tired of the bullshit. Listen, everybody in the government right now wants to be rich for being in government. So if they can invest in an industry, then promote the industry, be it solar panels or be it abortion, they make money. They don't care about little babies in the womb. Sup, Eric? Why the long face? Look, Ma, it's Perry Farrell from the rock band Jane's Addiction. I'm very familiar with Jane's Addiction. I saw them with Nine Inch Nails in the Ninja Tour. I saw them in Pennsylvania. I can't remember what tour it was. It was right after they got back together. And I saw, oh, well, when they played with Nine Inch Nails, that's when it was actually the old original band. Perry Farrell, Stephen Perkins, Dave Navarro, and Eric Avery was back on bass. Yeah, they were great. My wife's, and I've been told I look like him too. I get called Jewish a lot too. I broke my nose a lot skateboarding, and I think everybody thinks because I got a big nose I'm Jewish. My buddy's wife got a third ultrasound of her baby at 8 weeks. You can see the baby there's playing it. Yeah, yeah. And this is one of the things that pisses me off. I hate liars. I hate liars. Like the it's just a clump of cells thing. That's a lie. Even if you're pro-abortion, stop lying. Like the clump of cells, they show you this like white web of cells. That's after they've washed away everything. It was complete manipulation. I learned this because I was in the movie industry at the time that they were promoting this stuff, and they were like, it's just so easy. This is the stuff that they say. 3D, oh, 3D, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Stop talking politics, Perry Farrell, XUC on meth guy. What's up, mess? The favorite movie that I worked on, or the favorite movie that I watched. Favorite movie. My favorite movies are the original, whatever you would call the original Raiders. Well, hold on, Raiders of the Lost Ark was a really big favorite of mine, but the original Star Wars movies were some of my favorites. I liked a lot of movies. I liked this. What was it? Not Swiss Family Robinson. The Robinsons Family Adventure. I like Trump movies. Godfather, yeah, I think it was overrated too. I think Casino was better than Godfather. I think Scarface was better than both. But yeah, yeah, I think a lot of those mob movies were, yeah. You like Free Willy? Yeah, I don't think I've ever even seen it. Let me see what year that came out. All right, Free Willy date of release, not Play Willy. Don't play with your. Okay, Free Willy date of release was 93. So I was 16. I don't think I saw it. I definitely remember seeing the whole whale jumping over the guy thing in clips and stuff. Pulp Fiction was definitely a good movie. I liked Reservoir Dogs more, even though more people like Pulp Fiction. Reservoir Dogs was kick ass. Not a big Sopranos fan. I definitely saw a bunch of the episodes, but I didn't like if I was sitting at home alone, I wouldn't have watched it. Breaking Bad, same thing. Cool clips and stuff from it, but during Breaking Bad, I was in the industry, so I listen. When you work in the movie industry, you wake up at 4:30 in the morning to be on set or at stage by 6, and you work till 5, and then you're in rush hour. You get home at 8. So like, I don't really watch. Usual Suspects was a great movie. Yeah, that was a great flick. I was yeah. Usual Suspects, Kaiser Soze, and the whole thing that he acted like he had a disability his whole life or his adult life while he was a criminal. Yeah. Oh, Zodiac two. Zodiac Killer movie. Hold on. Zodiac 2007. Yeah, Mark. Yes. That was a great movie. Yes, that was very good. That was very good. That was a very good flick. Yeah, I'm a big fan of David Fincher. I love the setup. Thank you, my friend Johnny. Thank you. All is well, my brethren. All is well. Hey, Gary, welcome back. You know what's a really good movie is the name of the Scanner Darkly was incredible. Did you read the comics? They don't call it a comic. They call it a what was it called? Damn it, what do they call it? Yeah, well, let's pull that up. Scanner Darkly was freaking phenomenal. A Scanner Darkly. A Scanner Darkly. This was freaking awesome. That was so, was that yeah, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, that was great. Interstellar. Yeah, Interstellar was a good movie too. I grew up when whatever happened to real movies with story carried. They got complete. Listen, they got trashed in. It was so easy and so inexpensive to redo movies and wreck them. The problem with artists of today is they think just because they have an art degree that they are artists and they can't come up with their own stuff, so they take stuff that already did well with the previous generation and think just the name and concept will do it, and they break it. Graphic novel, yes, dude, hold on. Yes, it's awesome. It's like really weirdly shaped too. I mean, at least the one that I read, it wasn't. It was like 4 inches by 12 inches, like 4 inches tall. It was very weird looking on graphic novel. Yeah, here you go. See, well, it's much wider than it is tall. A Scanner Darkly. There's the graphic novel right there. Yes. It was freaking. It's really good. The movie that movie is what paranoia feels like. I can imagine it was crazy. Sir, what is your favorite Denzel Washington? Denzel Washington made a lot of good movies. If I have a favorite, let's see. Denzel Washington films. Get off of there. Jeez, dude. Equalizer. That was in 2000. Magnificent Seven was great. The Equalizer was great. The Great Debaters was great. American Gangster was great. Ah, damn, dude. The Preacher's Wife was even pretty good. Courage Under Fire was great. The Devil in a Blue Dress was great. All of these old movies were great. Malcolm X was great. Ricochet was great. Much Ado About Nothing was great. I never saw Masala. Never saw Heart Condition. can't remember if I saw Glory or not, but yeah, my favorite movies, Good and Bad and the Ugly, great movie. Yeah, old B movies were great, dude. Listen, I come from Baltimore. Oh, I can't remember his name. Who's the Baltimore? The oh damn it, what the hell was his name? Richard, not Richards. That's my name. Baltimore B movie director, not Barry Levinston. There he is. John Waters. So I've gotten drunk with John Waters more than a dozen times. Restaurant bar my brother used to work at called um, A Rocket to Venus. John Waters would go there all the time. We've smoked cigarettes and talked. He never talked movies. He never talked about, but he did a lot. He did uh, yeah, he's called the Pope of Trash. He did a lot of transgressive, campy stuff, multiple maniacs, hairspray. Yeah, a lot of great stuff. A lot of great stuff. Not yeah, lots of great. Speaking of the movie I just watched last night, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Gary, somebody mentioned that yesterday. The commenter, these commenters are generation computer generated. What up, Richard? If we talking all the time, it's about Shawshank Redemption. Great freaking movie. Great acting. Great actors. Great everything. He is a strange looking dude. He's real. Yeah, hold on. It gets worse. It gets worse. He had that same like now that he's older. But let's find a younger picture of him. Look at him, and he's always got that look like something creepy's going on, something weird. No. Let me say John Waters. John Waters. Hold on. Yeah, dude. Creepy, creepy. And I think he did it on purpose. Like, look how skim that little mustache is. He always looked so. I think everything he did, he meant to look absolutely shocking. And his movies were shocking, like absolutely. But yeah, dozens of times, like more than 50 times, I've had drinks with him. Like he was at the same bar because he lived in uh, Roland Park and Maryland, Baltimore, which is right at the where the bar was, right by where the bar was. Such poor taste in movies. I know it's cliche, but The Matrix. Look, I like the original Matrix a lot, more than any of the other ones. Toxic Avengers, great movie, great movie. So same style. Those guys, same style, like really like overtly disgusting, overly gory. Same type of stuff that John Waters did. Plot twists are what makes a great movie. I agree too. The guy from Poltergeist 3 isn't. John Waters, Poltergeist 3. I don't think so. There's no connection. No. Have you seen a trailer for the new Toxic Avenger? No, dude. Hold on. I thought I had heard there was. Hold on. Somebody just said that. Let's see. The new Toxic Avenger trailer. I wish I could play it. No way. 5 months ago. I wonder if I'm allowed to play it. I wonder if I'll probably. I don't know if I'm on Twitch too, and I don't know if I can play it on Twitch. And what up, ND? Avengers Doomsday. I worked on Avengers Doomsday, not Doomsday. What was it on? What was that Doomsday? Avengers Endgame. I worked on. Sorry. Yeah, I worked on Endgame. Whiskey with water. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back, Mr. Waters. Yeah. Let's just look at some imagery. Oh man. Okay, good. I hope they didn't CGI the hell out of it. I hope it's all masks and makeup. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it still is. Oh, it totally looks like it is. Look at that. That's so great. Oh man. Yeah, see this is what I'm talking about. You get actors that want to act. You get makeup artists that want to do makeup. Not let's put some freaking motion tracking dots on you and do it in post. Not that. No, for the no. For Avengers absolutely. Yes, they absolutely do. Yes, they absolutely do. Hey, I haven't seen you since Useless Fun Facts stream. Hey, how are you, Mandy? A ton of them quit. They should. I do believe in the death penalty. Absolutely. I mean, obviously super regulated. I believe, yes, I absolutely believe in the death penalty. Gave up on the Marvel movies nowadays. Yeah, so listen, being in the movie industry, you get to see the worst of the worst of people that put people through hell to make them famous. And a lot of time, a lot of these people end up leaving the planet early. I think the people, especially the people that pull the trigger, I don't believe in I mean I believe in life imprisonment, but yes, people have to leave the planet. Pretty much anything Jim Henson has touched is a banger, dude. The Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, Nim. What was it called? Stop letting Jarek be the Joker in Star movie or Star in movies, please. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of newest. I mean, I haven't seen anything. I seen it back in the day, like Requiem for a Dream and shit. He did really good. Leto needs to go. Oh man, it's just as cheesy as the original one. I hope so. That's what I want. Because you want to see humans doing this. I don't give a shit that your computer can pump out some bullshit. I want to see humans getting together, 5 people working on the makeup on one person, and everybody being like, "Oh, dude, hey, we should have," and the freaking jaws hanging off. Yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing. Do you deserve the death penalty if you enjoy pineapple on pizza? Of course not, ND, and you know where you're going with that, Mister Oat Milk. My only counter argument with the death penalty is forced isolation for life is a worst fate. I agree. Isolation is absolutely a worst fate. Absolutely. But the thing is, I understand the need for families to see the people that destroyed their families to leave the planet. If you isolate somebody forever, the family, they go to court to see them say, okay, he gets life, but that won't happen. And then in 5 years, some Republican or some wackadoo Democrat will get into office and be like, oh, not anymore. He gets his, and they'll change shit. That's the problem. Lifelong imprisonment isn't lifelong imprisonment. It'll change every 4 years. Leto's great with 30 seconds march. Leave acting alone. Many celebrities have to sacrifice their first child. Right. I hear a lot of this stuff. I think this is why we have a lot of the skinny women we have today. I think it's absolute stress. I think a lot of it is talk about plot twist movies. The Prestige. Never saw it. Never saw it. Let's look it up. The Prestige. Secret of Nim. Yes. Secret of Nim. What's the other one that I wanted to say? It was the Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, and the one. Oh, damn it. Land Before Time was freaking great. The original Land Before Time. Damn it. The Bog of Eternal Stench. Come on. Somebody help me out here. CGI Transformers, that's not people. Right, yes, that's fine. Right. To make things that you can't make. Right, absolutely. That's great. That's what you use CGI for, but not for people. There are people. The Prestige. Not movie. It's like no. Yes, yes, great movie. Yes, absolutely. Wow, yes, that was yes, I did see that. Oat milk, clean out all your sins. Yeah, come on, ND. Kittens from the planet Zingar. That's underrated. Kittens? Please, this don't make us be a porn. Kittens from the planet Zingor. Doesn't even say it. Doesn't even say it. Coast to coast. Um, would you like to play? Would you like? You look like you could play an elf in the Lord of the Rings. My precious. Oh, my precious. I can do it, dude. I can absolutely do it. I just keep on wishing they would put the strong mutants in the Marvel movies, and one of the Marvel movies' name is Forget Me Not. They won't do it. Marvel. Marvel mutant, Forget Me Not. Zabi. Oh, dude. You know who should play him? You know who should play him? Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman should play him. Dave Chappelle, a clone. The internet theory intrigues me. I have never met Dave Chappelle. Is Gucci Mane a clone or Mr. Beast? They're probably both clones. Gucci Mane definitely looks like a clone. They probably cloned him in jail. I'm not sure about Dave Chappelle, but Gucci Mane is 100% a clone. Yeah, they probably listen to this crazy thing. They're talking about there was talk about it's absolute conspiracy theory, drunk stone talk, but talking about like the reason when they raided Diddy's place and they locked up people, but not him, that's when they took Diddy's clone. They let Diddy go free and they put his clone in jail. Dude, it's so awesome. Labyrinth, you have no power over me. One of the greatest movies. All redheads look like Mr. Beast and they smell like bologna. I recognize the name. Bologna. We all need to show off sexy thick mama. Jeez, Kahora. Pee Wee is dead. Is he? Please tell me he's not dead. Paul Rubens.
Listings for Rubens.
2023. I had no clue. When did that happen? 2023, I guess, right around July 30th. Wow. Wow. No idea. Had no idea. Good man, dude. I liked him, dude. I liked him in what was the superhero movie he was in when he was the Spleen? The Spleen. Do you remember that with Tom Waits? Oh man, The Watchers. What Mystery Men? Great freaking movie, man. Great movie. That was a great movie, dude. I got it. I don't think it rated very well, but that was a great movie, dude. But I think she's supposed to be like 5'8". Who? Your girl? Bill, absolutely. What are you talking about? Sure. Patriot Watcher theories are intriguing. Yes, yes, yes. You gotta love them. The mutant power is so strong, Professor X has to set a timer in his head to go off every 30 minutes so he doesn't forget him. Oh wow, damn, dude. I don't remember hearing that lore. Where does this chat go? You like where it's going. Thank you, ND. Me too. I'm happy with it. All you have to do is look at pics and videos of Chappelle. He's not the same guy. He definitely doesn't look like the same guy. He definitely doesn't. The Katy Perry, Zoe Deschanel line of clothes, there's like 15 doppelgangers that all look related. I mean, you guys know about Clone-Aid, right? The company that exists. Clone-Aid exists. I'm about to lose my tooths. Yeah, I didn't know he passed either. Arkansas. My dad has a story of attending his town's parade and Clinton being in front of him, feeling up a girl in the crowd. Dude is a mega warning sign. I love Pee Wee. So creepy. Yeah, that's some creepy shit. Listen, man. Yeah, we need to take care of that stuff. Um, Somebody mentioned something. Dave Chappelle. All right, let's see up. Is Dave Chappelle cloned? Oh, Clone-Aid is what I wanted to show you. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. The face structure's different and everything. It does look like he put on a lot of weight and some muscles. But yeah. Wow. Wow, that's so freaking awesome. Clone. Yeah, this was him back in the day right there. And now this is him. Dude, I love this stuff. I love this. I think she is. Maybe they don't have a fit a clone of 6ix9ine when they make a clone of him when he's in prison. Then they have to tat him up. Have you ever heard of a company called Chip Safer? Let's look it up. Dave Juiced. That's why I changed. I agree there too, actually, Dean. That's Forget Me Not's power. The second you blink, you forget him. That's freaking cool. Constantine, great movie. I think after juicing, he just wants to make money again, not a clone. He's got he's got a good cologne intake. Who? Hold on. I don't know what I want to say. Clone-Aid. Not Don-Aid, Clone-Aid. Clone-Aid. Pioneers in human cloning. Hold on, no. We'll go farther. We'll go farther than this. Clone-Aid is a controversial Bahamas registered organization founded in 97 with UFO realism claimed to offer human reproductive paths, blah, 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 announcing the birth of first human cloned Eve in 2002. Never scientifically verified, but it drew a significant bioethical criticism. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. And Clonade still has a website. This is it. Yes, human cloning. Yes, human cloning. Theories, products, they'll take your money, all that stuff. It's absolutely wackadoodle. Why do you think I still look 20? Collagen. I'd take a lot of collagen too. I think that's probably why I don't look 50. There's a WEF video, World Economic video of the CEO of the company. She is very much out of place given the stature of the others in the video. Yeah, but she's keeping them alive. So what I actually heard, what actually they do is what you do in your late 40s, early 50s is they can start cloning your heart, your liver, your kidneys and all of that stuff, so that when in 18 years of growth, they'll be they'll be the size that your heart would have gotten to. So if you get into your 80s and 90s and these start going out, you can have them put and you don't need to take any medications for rejection because they're cloned from yours, so they're genetically identical to yours. So this is what I hear actually, and this is the stuff that people in the movie industry were talking about. Like nah, dude. Like when you hear on people that go on vacation to the Virgin Islands is to get stem cell repair work done on their knees and stuff like that because they won't do it in America. And then the people that go to Canada on vacation go to these clone things, and so they'll do like a biopsy thing to get heart tissue and kidney tissue, and then they start. It takes 18 years for it to. This is, Chip Safer. Let's look at that. Okay, hold on. Chip Safer. Chip Safer. Oh, what's it? What is it? Real-time tracking annual animal behavior data. It improves animal health monitoring through operation costs. What's it do? What's it do? How is this planet real? Right. I wish I could clone myself and send myself to work every day. If you could afford to clone yourself, ND, you wouldn't need to clone yourself. Find Dave Chappelle inside the actor's studio with James Lipton. He fled to. Oh yeah, I can't play it, but I've watched it, Patriot. Yeah, I've watched it. Yes, we have a dude at work who's in his 20s. Looks like in his 30s. They cloned a dog. They cloned a sheep. They do dog clonings all the time. You can have your dog genetically modified pets. And it doesn't say no, nothing like that, nothing, no. It says genetically modified pets are this. Involved altering animals' DNA with early examples doing zebrafish, glowfish, dogs, enhanced muscle or disease resistance technology, blah, 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 while some applications focus on research. Yeah, and it says, and they use traditional gene editing tools like CRISPR. Right, it's absolutely crazy. Somebody said, new liver, 401k investments, ahoy. Kids age like spoiled milk. They do seem like it. And it seems like our generation, like a lot of people in their late 40s, early 50s, don't really look it. But people in their 30s look 50. It's really weird. I mean, we have poodles. They somehow used to be wolves, right? But the WEF video, leaders of the world, leaders of financial institutions, then it shows her for 3 seconds and it goes back to other big names. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why they would have invited her. Because they are like, listen, if you go up to a billionaire that's got $100 billion but is 85 years old and say, hey, well, you're obviously not going to take us with you. How about you don't leave the planet? This is the theory. This is why it's so awesome to talk about. But right, why would the World Economic Forum, they're all about being the richest of the super richest of the super richest. But if you make more money than you could possibly spend, if you're leaving $50 billion to your 6 kids, they can't spend that. And they can't spend the, not equity, what happens, you put your money in a bank, they give you interest, the interest on that. Like if they put that, it's up and they get 10% a year, that's like $50 million a year. Yeah, $50 million. $500 million a year. It takes about a week for the first clone, then they can grow one day almost every 3 days. Seafood, listen, it depends where you get it. Seafood is very good for you, but not the freaking not the wackadoo seafood. And there's a bunch of interesting studies that I've read, non-American studies that talk about, like in America, they tell you don't eat tuna fish because of the mercury content. But then you look at, they used to use mercury to cure like syphilis and stuff like this. So they think that the small amount of mercuries that your body can handle and can be chelated might take care of a lot of these diseases. It's absolutely awesome. I love all of the conversations. Wackadoodle, in reality, outside of reality, all of it. I love it. I love all of it. I don't eat oysters unless the month ends in R. Right. There you go. Right. That's a standard saying. I remember my father used to say that. Yeah, cold water months or whatever. Or has a R rare. R-rayer? I don't know what an R-rayer is. Oh. What's an R-rayer? R rating? I got an R-rayer thing. R. He says, uh, get off my ass. I can't breathe. Fat thumbs. Lo siento. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, that shit's so awesome, man. I tell you what. I mean, I love the internet. I love the internet. Where am I at? Nope, there we go. All right. Kids age like spoiled milk. All right. Okay, somebody mentioned something that I wanted to look up, and I can't remember what it was. We looked up Chip Saver. I think, is it maybe Chip Saver? Real time tracking of Chip Saver. Only thing I can find is the real time editing or the real time um, fish seafood is best meat for you, almost no fat. Right, yeah, and so much of the omegas. Chip Saver for track. Okay, yes. Okay, so that was it. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Yeah. Do you want to know what your livestock is doing while no one is watching? That's so freaking creepy. Do you want to know what your livestock is doing? Right. And then, do you want to know what your citizens are doing when no one's watching? That's next. But we're the livestock. Exactly. Our phones are right. Hey, what up, wee wee? Wiki wee. Yeah, jeez, yeah. And you see, it just says Chip Safer's tracking platform was just acquired by New Space Pte Limited. That's so crazy. Can you? I'll call you John Lennon because you're the egg man. What's up? The data company's not a hardware company. It's a data company. Yeah. It just says here at the top they were just acquired by New Space. Yeah. Cuckoo, choo. I am the egg man. Choo. Cuckoo, choo. Keep your animals safer with Chip Safer. That's so crazy. I love it. I've been telling others about your wooden eggs. Dude, it's brilliant, right? It's brilliant. Waters. You boy at Oof showed his face. Oh, what? Waters, you boy at Oof. Such a good idea. And it works great. It works really great. Because listen, you don't want them. walking around your property and laying eggs under bushes and trees and hidden in the woods and stuff. So they learn. Yeah, and it worked. Yeah, Apple Watches have the same technology in them. Yeah, thank you, my friend. Yeah, I thought it was brilliant. It goes to show you how the power of suggestion, how powerful it is in animals and also in humans. Yeah, they're like, oh, okay. Do you think? Yeah, it's still raining. Let me see. It's light rain. I mean, we can probably go out there. Yeah, okay. All right, let's run out there. Let's run out there. Let me do this. Bam, bam. All right. I won't be able to see the chat. Maybe I will be able to see the chat. Let's see. Stop. I know the audio is going to get messed up for a minute, but then we'll run outside. So let me do this. So I gotta go. This will be blank for a second. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be. Give me a second. I'll be all wacko for a second. Oh, why does it do that? All right, all right, we're fine. All right, let me do this. Split screen. Do that. YouTube. Okay, now we're good to go for the rest of the night. Looks like. God, I need a new 8. There we go. That'll do it. Sorry about that. All right. All right. Okay, let's see. So, it's all freaking wet and smushy out here. The chickens are all hiding from the rain, but here's the gardens. These are uh, the the hydroponic setup right here. These gardens here are onions and garlic and whatnot. The hydroponic setup grow a lot of the salt, much more delicate stuff. Then you have all along this fence here um is rattlesnake green beans, rattlesnake green beans, and then I've got my peppers and my peppers and my tomatoes and they go up. I have them weighted to each other with a string up to a pulley. So as they get heavier and they fall towards the ground, another one gets heavier and pulls it up so that the deer and whatnot don't eat my stuff, and the chickens especially. And then these are sweet potato, okra, and this is where I make my cochineal, the prickly pear. And then I got water. I catch water off the roof and I pump it over to there. Okay, we'll take a look at the chickens, and I'm going back inside. Chicken butt. All right, it's too rainy out here. Let me get inside. Whew. All right. Now, 1 second. All right, let me mute it real quick while I go back into the studio. Hold on. Chicken dropping. It's not, I got 1.75 acres and a house. Are you streaming this live from a potato? And is that quality? So I'm streaming from my studio camera and everything here, but I swapped it over to the cell phone. Um, and it's got to do a whole wackadoodle transport for the audio and the video to get to OBS and go out. My girl, easy jam. Give me omelets. Jesus Christ died for you and loves you. Repent and turn too late before it's too late. Yes, sir, Edward, my friend. Nice chickens. My brother, my bad brother, you're all good. Love the lives. Thank you, my friend Jamba. Property's about a third of an acre. So the property that I left in Maryland was zero point 0.7 acres, and it was a duplex. So my house matched up with another house, like there was two families basically. And then for this was in Maryland, so for the price of that property, I got 1.7 acres and a bigger house in Georgia. Less, actually, less than that price. Omelets. But yeah, the chickens eat bugs and worms, and especially when it rains, the worms will come up to the surface and they'll make eggs out of them. Maryland stuck, dude. Listen, no, I worked for the Maryland Zoo in Baltimore, and that was beautiful, great. Everything else sucked. The weather sucked. 4 feet of snow and shit and stuff. It was freaking horrible. Yeah, wasn't a big fan. But I was born there. I left there when I was around 32, 33, 'cause I've been down here 16 years. Well, it'll be 16 years this year. A little bit, well, ish, like April. 16? I think I'm missing a year somewhere. But yeah, absolutely. But I tell you what, chickens, they're like $4.99, $5 for a chicken day old. Cost about $40 for 8 chickens to raise them. About 5 months old, they start laying eggs, and that's about 4 months. So that's when you want to move them outside, build them a coop, and they start pooping out eggs. See where we at? It's freaking hot in here. I think I left my heater on from last night. What's for dinner? Chicken, eggs, skin reveal. What am I skinning? Do you use cardboard? Yes. Do you use cardboard for your garden beds? A lot of people do, but I read it's actually bad. Cardboard smothers the ecosystem oxygen. No. The worms will eat it. They'll eat up through it. Remember, cardboard is just repurposed wood pulp. Absolutely, it's good. It's really good. It's really good. It does choke out the ecosystem, but you do it in layers. So the very bottom layer against the ground is you put a layer of cardboard. So all of the grass dies under there, all of the weeds and everything die under there. Then you put a layer of soil, then a layer of cardboard. It's called lasagna gardening. And yeah, that's great. That's great because then you don't have weeds grow up through, and then all of that will deteriorate. The worms will eat it, poop it back out, and when you dig back through it, when you go to get your sweet potatoes or whatnot, there's no more cardboard in there. I mean, there'll be some like Amazon stickers and stuff, but yeah, but yeah. All right, we're gonna do for let me see what time it's 5:30. We'll take a break from 5:45 to 6:15 ish, maybe 6:30. We'll see. I gotta. Yeah, it should be fine. About 45 minutes. Actually, maybe we'll just call it soon. That's anyone else. Hey, welcome, Aspen. Welcome back. Um, if anybody doesn't have any burning questions, we'll go ahead and call it here in 2 minutes, and then I'll take a break for about a half hour. We'll say. If anybody's interested, subscribe. That'd be kick ass. Also, there's the Twitch and there's the Discord. If we talk about all kinds of stuff during and off stream on the Discord. But absolutely. Don't the worms help reintroduce nutrient in the soil? Yes, 100%. That's what they do. They are this stirring action. They pull stuff from the top down to the bottom. They come up and eat stuff, go back down. Because remember, earthworms are basically they eat dirt and nutrition that's in the soil and then just poop it right back out. So as they move through the soil, they eat a hole to move into, then they poop it out of the back of them. So they're eating and then pooping. So they're actually always encased in soil. So as they come up through, if you have cardboard and more soil, they eat it, and they go back under. And then as they're pooping, they poop that cardboard mixed up plant matter or whatever back out. That's how composting is done. Yeah, worms, you want worms. If you don't have a lot of worms in your area, if you have a slow compost, you can buy worms and introduce them into your compost heap, and they'll like all my chicken kitchen scraps go into there. But we'll go ahead and call it here, everybody. We'll be back in just about a half hour. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.